Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And some space here.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Fournette is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 13. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. The Panthers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
68 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, run.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? He got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamel. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you? And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a play fake. Brady going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he's got some space here. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's time to get more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Succop's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the left.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Brady now to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Back deep is Philip Dorsett. This is taken at about the 14. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24. Panthers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mayfield throw complete there to Thomas.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Mayfield down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a run by Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they pour on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And the Chargers, first down.
First down, and they stick with Ekeler. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't?
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Okay, ready?
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Throwing is Smith. Finding Walker, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
He finds his target, Allen.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw is Smith.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And past the 30 down to about the 27.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Austin Johnson, the one who makes the stop defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Geno. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 21 yards away.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Running on first down, Eckler. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. It's Herbert. Caught by Allen. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Smith. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. DeAndre Carter back deep. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
From his goal line here, Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 6. Herbert now. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Once more, here's Eckler. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. On the move to his left. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of that, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times for passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
2nd and 14 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
129 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Here's Herbert. He's got Allen.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Herbert on third down now. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Fights his way in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert,
a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. And that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Seahawks
Now Smith.
was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Geno now to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 4th down, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Out of the gun, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Gino's going to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Smith on 1st down. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker
is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how they're going to do it in the future. And a lot of the guys already start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time?